dark. Final five. Good times with the family playing music, man, I hold it close to my heart. Yeah, I'm talking final vibes.
Look, man, before we get started, like, this kind of personal for me, cuz, but I'm taking myself out of the personal realm, me knowing you, and I'm going to just fan out for a second. So just vibe with me, cuz. Let's take them on a little journey, cuz the people want to hear your story, cuz, you know that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. So I got a couple questions I want to ask you tonight, cuz we did a whole episode, you know what I'm saying, just kind of giving you your flowers, bro, as the star that you is to me, cuz you feel what I'm saying?
Man, I
And
appreciate it,
and you
man.
come from a long lineage. So, you know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? Like I said, I just want to ask you a couple questions, cuz, and we can set it off like that, man.
Yeah, shoot him away. I got answers all night, man.
Okay. So look, cuz the first question I want to ask you, right, is who are some notable figures in your family? Like, do you come from a line of musicians in your family? Like, what was your upbringing like, cuz?
Um, so to answer the first question, I start with my father, man. My father, Samuel Jonathan Johnson, he was the originator. He was actually the last signed with Columbia Records. Um, it was him, and I don't, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that see this, and I'm pretty sure you know too, Bruce Springsteen. Um, Him and Bruce Springsteen was the very last two signed to Columbia Records. My father was right after Bruce Springsteen. They sat across from a table from each other.
Yo, cuz, I usually be on point. I did not know that, cuz. I did not know that.
Gotta
So,
tell you, we gonna run through this, man. Yes, sir. He so there was a guy named John Hammond that signed them. And my father, which a lot of people do know this part, he had put out an album. I forget what the name of that. I think the album was titled "My Music."
my music, yup. I just ran through that earlier, cuz. Yup, for
Yes, sir.
sure.
Yes, sir. And he and my music was was actually the song that ended up just being timeless, man. Jadakiss ended up doing it. The Alchemist produced it.
Yup.
He sampled Pop's music, man, and that joint, you already know.
Yeah.
Jadakiss turned it into "We Gonna Make It," and
Legendary, classic, man. Like, that's crazy though. Like, you know what I'm saying? When was you first aware of your pops having this history in music? Like, was it something that was always there, or was it something you had to find out later? Like, okay, pops was doing this thing.
you know what's crazy? Growing up, man, I always seen it. As far as him being signed and all of these, all of those things, I didn't know, man. I had no idea.
That's crazy.
When,
That's crazy,
when, uh,
cuz.
when my music joint, when they sampled that and did the "We Gonna Make It," all I knew was it was a big help to the family. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, bro. That joint is out of here. Yo, for real though, bro. Cause cuz I'm from Jersey, so we
Yes,
gonna
sir.
make it is a staple in East Coast
You already
hip hop.
know,
In hip hop, period. But in East
Yeah.
Coast hip hop, bro. So when I was doing my research and I seen that was Pops, and I've been knowing you for a while, bro. I didn't know that. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's dope, man.
He's from Brooklyn, man. So
Oh, okay. Pops from up top.
yeah, that's my roots, man. That's my roots. I didn't even scratch the surface because that's just one person.
Cause I seen you in pictures with Stevie Wonder as a
Yes,
baby.
sir.
Cause doing my research, I seen a lot of dope people around you in the family, man. So let the people know, cuz.
Man, I was about I believe I was about 2 or 3 years old, man, and that wasn't my first. No, that was my first. That wasn't my last time seeing Stevie. Seen Stevie quite a few times, but that was a special moment, man. I was so young, I can't even really remember it like I want to. You know what I'm saying?
It happened, and it's proof out there. You know what I'm saying? So that is amazing in itself, bro.
Yeah, man. Pops kept me in the music scene, man. Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band. A
I
lot of
seen
people.
that. I seen that,
Those are all
cuz.
my cousins, man. Rest in peace to my cousins Robert and Ronnie. Um, we got Daryl Coley, big time gospel singer, man. He influenced a lot of people, man.
Not to cut you off, but let me ask you a question. Cause Uncle Charlie, that's my uncle
Yes, sir.
too, cuz. You know what I'm saying? That's my uncle too from and it's crazy cause you know I love the Gap Band, but the work that he did with Snoop and Kanye,
Oh,
bro, that's my Uncle Charlie. So I actually read online cause, you know, I do my research with my boy, but I still gotta do my homework. I seen that like Charlie kind of helped you find your sound when you was younger. I know you say you was kind of young with Stevie. Do you remember anything with Charlie, like as far as him helping you?
I'm glad you I'm glad you mentioning a lot of this stuff. So like when it came to that, Charlie, I love my cousin, but he didn't help me find myself.
that's
Nah,
that's one of them internet myths, huh?
that's what it is, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. I'm telling
For
you,
sure, cuz, for sure.
because I as a kid I was I was trained to be somebody that I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I had to be who they wanted me to be. You know, some stuff was real and some stuff was a myth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I got you. I see where you going with that, cuz.
Yeah, you know.
All
Yes,
right,
sir. He,
so look, cuz,
talk to me.
how did you find your path then? Like, what
Okay.
what is your memories of you getting into your path? You know what I mean? We know about pops. We know about a lot of historic family or close friends of the family that you had. So, what was your start in music, cuz?
Man, you know what, man? If I'm gonna be real with you, me finding my path was more recent, more recent. And when I say recent, I'm speaking on like the past, let's say, the past maybe 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Um, I believe it or not, singing harmonies was always my weakest point. I'm like, yo, I don't know how these people blend harmonies and do these things, man. I remember being in Baltimore one summer, and
Shout out to
it was
B More.
crazy. Yeah. I went back out to visit. Um, this particular summer, a whole lot happened, man. I could write a book or an album, whatever, just off of that.
Cause
And
I got a little behind the story. I kind of know what's going on. Cause I
yeah,
thought you was from Baltimore this whole time. On
nah,
everything I love. I thought you was
so
from Baltimore.
that's my second home.
Okay.
Yeah, Baltimore. That's my second home, man. And I was out there. You know, I was staying at my mother's crib. Um, Shout out to Park Heights, man. All my people's up the Heights.
Shout out to
Um,
the Heights.
my mother was staying up the Heights, man, and we was out there, and I decided. I said, you know what, man? I said, let me just mess around. I had two of my brothers with me, man, and one of my brothers I brought down with me from Long Beach, and he brought the studio equipment, man, and we sitting in there. This was, I believe, 2016. I want to say,
Okay.
and I'm just like, you know, I got all this freedom, man. Let's just try something. Let's just try something. That's what the studio is for, man. When it's at home, it's practice. I get to stacking vocals and all of these different things, man. I posted the video on my Instagram. I let it sit for a little because I'm like, yo, when I recorded it, everybody that was in the house at that time, they were like, yo, like that's like everybody bugging. I'm sitting there tripping with them. I said, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm not gonna delete this. Out of everything that I deleted off Instagram, I kept that up. Some time later, some years, a little bit of, years down the line, a couple cats picked it up, was interested in it. They seen what we seen, and
Just so I'm clear, cuz, just make sure I'm hearing you right.
yes,
Because
sir.
you gotta understand who you are, cuz. Your birthday is March 23rd, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right. My birthday is March 12th. We born the
Yes, sir.
same year, right, cuz? I watched you at How old was you, bro? When you first signed your deal and put it in a letter and all that came out.
I believe I was about 10 years old. I was the youngest ever signed with them.
The youngest ever signed. So
Youngest ever signed.
so you saying that you didn't have the passion for it then? You feel like you was being led into that direction with music?
I definitely had the passion for music, but I still was a kid, man.
Okay, I'm with you.
I didn't appreciate it like I do now. I was taking orders rather. Somebody giving you guidance and telling you do it like this, do it like that, and I'm going with the flow. Versus the story I was just telling you, that was me just like I'm raw with it. Even when I was signed as a kid, man, I had to basically the way all of those songs on the album came out.
Mm-hmm.
I sat down with a cat named Walter Millsap, family friend. Sat down with him, man, and Candace Nelson, and they basically sat me and my stepsister down, and we had just got out of school. They asking us what happens at school. They writing, taking notes and everything, and the next thing we knew, they made songs from all of the stuff we told them, that happens at school, and we just like that, man. That's a gift.
That's crazy. You brought up Walt because that was literally my next question.
Yes,
Who
sir.
is Walt? And what does he mean to you? Because I first heard of Walt when Neo said that on the record, like, yo, Walt, you got one. Like, so I was one of those weird kids. I kind of already figured, like, he was manager, producer, but who is Walt, and what does he mean to you?
Man, he probably should have been a manager, man. Yeah, man, he knew a lot, but I know it's, now that I'm older, it's hard to balance everything, but he was my producer. He was the man with the vision, he was the man with the vision. As far as what he means to me, man, although I haven't spoken to him in some time, man, he means a lot.
Let him know right here, cuz.
What you say? Say that one more time.
I said, let him know right here. You know what I'm saying? What he mean to you,
Yes,
cuz?
yeah, Walk definitely mean a lot to me, man, because he put me, you can never forget somebody to put you in position, man. We'd be having this discussion right now if it wasn't for him. He put me in position to be able to get signed and recognized by the world, and then he was a friend, family from way back. I think even before I was born.
Yeah.
Even before I was born, my pops had showed him some stuff on keys, and it all, what they call it, the circle of life, man. Everything came back around full circle, man.
You remember when you met him? Or was he like always around?
I had gotten out of school one day, man, and this was after my aunt had a performance at West Angeles Cathedral. It's a church, and she was doing like a live performance. We walked in the door. She didn't even let me sit down, man. She said, "There goes my nephew, my brother." We was all in there. My sister, she well, both sisters, my stepsister and my one biological and stepmother. She called us up. Called me up, had me to sing a song called "I Need You Now" by Smokey Norfolk. It was a gospel song. I think this was 2005. Walt is in the music section, and he's like tripping out because he's hearing me sing. He's like wondering who this kid is. My dad is back there. My dad's like, Walt, Walt is tripping out. They happy to see each other. Pops, he tells Walt, because Walt is tripping. He's like, you hear this kid? He's like, yo, that's my son. That was it, man. That was it right there.
Wow, man. That's crazy though, bro. Because so Walt was a musician though, just for the record. Because I always thought he was like a manager. But I think it's dope though, bro. Just going back to what you said a little earlier. Yeah. I believe though it is important to reciprocate the love that people invest in you, whether it's money or time or just ideas. Because I mean, people don't really have to do those kind of things. And as we get older, you realize a lot of people don't really got love for you. So when you think back to a mentor, I always try to reach out or try to keep some type of, or just shoot a message and let my mentors know what they mean to
Yes,
me, because I just think we would want that done. You feel me? If the shoe was on the other foot, so I think it's dope that you said that, cause all right. So look,
right.
cause I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been waiting a long time to ask you these questions. You know,
Me
you my
too.
brother, so I don't be trying to, but we gotta get to the business, man, cause you know the people love you, bro, and they want to hear your
Yes,
story.
sir.
So
I love it,
I
man.
got a couple more questions. I ain't gonna hold you all night, cuz. But I'm gonna throw two names out there, and I just kind of want you to tell me what you think. What comes to your mind?
Okay.
First, Jay Z, Sean
Okay.
Carter. Second,
Want to throw both?
eh,
Okay.
second, L.A. Reid. Just give me something about both of those names right there, cuz.
Okay. Um, L.A. Reid, man. Well, let's start with Jay. Of course, I love them. You know, Hard Knock Life, H to the Izzo. Those were my two joints that I listened to by Jay. Um, my first time meeting him, he wasn't supposed to be at the office at Def Jam. He was actually running things at that time at Def Jam. Um, I'm walking down the hall, man. I forget who it was I was walking with, but you know when you're an artist, you're able to get like CDs, albums, and stuff before they come out. So I'm walking down, I'm seeing different albums, I'm collecting, and they showing me around, and I accidentally bumped into this dude, man, and I'm all my CDs fell. I'm picking them up, and I look up. I kind of got a little sneak peek. I'm like, yo, that look like Jay. Mike, I'm like, yo, he ain't supposed to be here, you know. Look up again, man, and it's him, man, and I lost it. I'm trying to like keep my cool. Jay, bro, like, shout out to Jay, man. I think he sent me like 8 pairs of his Sean Carter shoes, man. It's all love, man. It's all love, man. All love. L.A. Reid, man. I didn't know who L.A. Reid was, but it's kind of like God set it up because he asked me what my favorite song was. You know, at the time, I had told him Boys to Men, Mama. He said that's how I know this is gotta. He said there's gotta be something special. He said I was just listening to this song. He immediately played it, man. And I'm sitting there tripping. He wanted me to perform for him. I performed, man.
That's crazy, and those is two iconic people in music,
Yes, sir.
and then specifically for our culture. Cause
Yes,
many
sir.
people can't say that they actually got to meet, do business with, be in the company of those people. So I just wonder, like, is that something that you hold close to you, or I mean, you grew up around Stevie Wonder and all kind of people, so that probably ain't that crazy to you. But to me, that's crazy, cause
You know, I was always around it, you know, but even still, the moments like that, you can't forget those, man. Especially like me jumping on the man's table. Like I was known for jumping on stuff when I sing. You know, like I jump on a speaker, or you know what I'm saying. Like I jump off the stage. You know, I do some wild stuff. You know, I make sure I had to be remembered. Like I had to do something that they was gonna remember me.
nah, for
Now I go
sure.
in the crowd and start serenading, and you know what I'm saying. I had to do something different, but yeah, man, stuff like that, man. You gotta hold on and cherish that, because like you said, everybody don't get to say they met people of such high caliber.
So like that leads me to my next question. I
Yes, sir.
mean, and like this predates me even meeting you. So I'm gonna just tell you my perspective.
Yeah.
Actually, watching you on 106 in Park, which is a
Yes, sir.
which is a very big deal, cause you are a very humble guy. But I watched you way before I ever even knew you. I was a fan first, and
Nah, appreciate
and just to give you a little history, like, well, you know, we chopped it up, but for the people, like I was just a crazy music buff, so I was crazy like on B2K,
yeah.
Mario, all that, all Sammy, Corey, all that stuff in that era. So
Yes, sir.
put it in a letter, you and Neo, right? What
Yes,
is
sir.
your memories of meeting Neo and recording that record? Like, just kind of briefly walk me through that process.
To a little situation at school, man, and it could have got bad. Could have got bad, man. Um, I made the conscious decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna let this one slide, but it kind of ate me up inside, had me feeling some type of way, man. I kind of spazzed out, man. I lost it. You know, in the car, tried to jump out the car while I was moving, all type of stuff, man. I got to the crib. Walt was always like a big brother to me, man. You know, he hit me like, yo, like, we going to the studio. On the way to the studio, he telling me, he like, look, man, you know, we're going to have to pull you out of the school because you know, you a little too wild. You getting into stuff, and, you know, right now you got a lot to lose, you know. He told me I was getting in there with Neo. I didn't know who Neo was. I had heard the Put It in the Letter song already back in New York.
So Neo didn't write that, cuz?
No, Neo wrote it.
Okay.
But yeah, they had brought it to me back in New York. Didn't like it. I didn't like it. You know, when I first heard it, I'm like, man, nah. You know, I'm listening from a kid's perspective. The ears I have now, I didn't have at the time. Like, nah, I ain't really feeling it, you know. But when I get in the studio and I'm like, oh, this is Neo? Like, I just seen his video the other day, the Stay With Me joint. And so me and Neo, we chopping it up, man. He had taught me a couple things, and real cool, humble, laid back dude, man. That's the Neo I remember, man. Real cool, humble, and laid back.
Got you. I got you, cuz. And you know, we chopped it up about some of this stuff, you know, just over the years, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
and I always tell you, like, that 106 in Park, you know what I'm saying? And just, did anything change for you when that record came out? Cause that is a cult classic. Like,
Yes,
what
sir.
did it feel like? What was the energy like around that time when it comes out and it's on 106 in Park and you got a record with Neo, one of the hottest writers in the business? Like, what was that feeling like, cuz?
That whole year, man, had to be like the craziest. Like, that was some crazy stuff, man. It was like stuff was happening back to back, man. I had my neighbors knocking on my door telling me they just seen me on Blind Date. I was on Blind Date too.
I ain't never know that. I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. You snuck past me with that one.
I was on Blind Date, man. When I was a little shorty, man, I was in church. They did a church scene or whatever, and I was at the church at the time. They see me in the back. You know, as a kid, I used to I was playing the drums since 3 years old, so I had like the, you know how you take the little pieces off the fan and start playing the drums? All right, so that was one thing. I'm on the radio, because I was also supposed to be the upcoming biggest gospel artist before any of this happened. Like right before I got signed. It's crazy. It's like the red pill, blue pill. You had to make a decision. Thing. We might have to do a part 2 for that, but
Okay, for sure. Cuz we definitely gotta have you back on, cuz, for sure.
yes, sir. My name was on at the Great Western Forum in Inglewood. They had my name on there. All of these different things. People like the buzz is moving. So then when this happens with the whole video and stuff, it was like back to back. That was it, man. I don't even know how to
Was it like a surreal feeling for you, cuz, or was you still so young that it was just kind of normal, or it was just like, what was the feeling like, cuz?
I always, for whatever reason, carried a popularity with me, man. But that was something different, man.
106 in Park was a monster back in the day, cuz. Like,
Yeah.
if you got on 106 in Park in our day, wow, bro, you out of here. So,
Yeah.
all right, so look, cuz, like I said, man, I don't want to keep you all night. We definitely got to get you back on, though, and talk about all kind of other things, too, as well. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yes, sir.
it's a record that you got on the album. And it's my partner. He actually want to ask you a couple questions and chop it up with you as well. It's a record, Golden State.
Yes, sir.
You and Nate Dogg.
Yes, sir.
The king of the hooks.
The king of the hood, man.
King of the hooks, man.
Yes, sir.
Walk me through that process, cuz. Just quick walkthrough, cuz I never got a chance to ask you this. And Nate Dogg literally is
Do it up
Nate
real
Dogg.
fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do it as fast as I can, man. So check it out. Let's sum it up like this. There was a guy that sounded just like Nate. We got him to do the demo for it. So when we brought it to Nate was a little confused. He like, when did I do this?
Y'all had a Nate Dogg sound alike
We had a
on
Nate
the
Dogg.
act.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Nate Dogg 2.0, man, sounded just like it. We went to the studio to do that record, man. That had to be the most memorable time of my life, man. I'm talking about, I don't know, that was the most fun I probably ever had, man.
That record is a monster,
Music-wise,
bro.
like, that was,
Yeah, that record is crazy, cause it still sound really good to this day, bro.
and Candace, man, they did that, man.
What, man? Cause listen, man. So, alright, so because a lot of people online, I know how you feel about Put It in a Letter, and I'm pretty sure you grown to appreciation for it. But
Yes, sir.
that's like a myth in a world of its own. So, do you plan on like getting deeper into the story? Because there's other things too that I don't want to cover. Cause you know what I'm saying. And are you gonna pull the curtains back, cuz, and tell the people the story? And what's your advice to younger artists that's coming up in the business?
You know, I say it like this. I just go with the flow when it comes to, you know, as long as I don't have to, you know, destroy or you know, put nobody's character down or whatever. I'm gonna tell you like this. For one, try to own as much of your stuff as you can. Don't be so desperate chasing opportunities. Build a relationship with God. Everybody don't believe in God, but everybody got to believe in something. Like I tell people, a lot of people want to know, you know, is it, what's the real reason why you're not where you was and this and that. I tell them it's a flip side to the coin, man. You got the natural and you got the spiritual. The side is, if you want to touch on it, you know, just throw it out there. It was a series of things. One of the things was being my voice. It changed, along with some other things that we eventually one day we'll get into. God said, you know, I just gave you a glimpse of where you're going to be, and I'm going to develop you. You know, and God recreated me, gave me a new sound. I go by the Only Hope now, THEOWNLYHOPE. It's even a meaning behind that. And yes, sir.
Yo, cuz, I want to say this, bro. Nobody knows what it's like to walk in your shoes, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
But, man, you come from a historic family. You never needed any of that stuff for validation. And yet, and still, you still accomplished more than people could ever imagine or dream of, cuz. So, from outside looking in, or somebody who know you and got love for you,
yes, sir.
Even the things that you accomplish after, man, the sky is the limit for you, bro. Like the Grammy nominations that you got as a producer, the successful projects, because everybody wants to know, what is Mike Little doing? What is Mike Little doing? And Mike Little been working and doing a lot of positive things, doing singing lessons, taking care of his kids. And I'm proud to call you a friend, and I'm proud to know you just based upon the man that you are. Cause a lot of the things that you done after the big moment has been more special and more powerful to me, especially with your religion and all that. And you know, we ain't trying to force nothing on nobody, but I feel you, support you, Vinyl Vibes, cause honestly, I just wanted to really give it up and give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? As somebody who inspired me, and we gonna keep going. We just getting started, so we gonna definitely get back in tune. We got to do some records, bro. I got to come check you out in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And
Hey, man,
it's all love.
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, man, next time I come back home, man, I got to take that trip down there, man, because we probably going to have to do a part 3 and 4.
We need it. We need you in here. We need you in here.
Yes, sir.
Cuz, yeah, that's cheap.
Yes, sir.
Right now, all right, cool. Yo, Mike, what's good, man?
What's good, man? I definitely want to, I'm going to shout y'all out, man. I definitely want to shout out Vinyl Vibes, man. My family, man. I appreciate just the consideration. Y'all even considering to do this with me, man. It's always it's always a pleasure and an honor, man, to be able to tell my story, man. I know I got a lot of people that ask about me and want to know what I got going on. I got a lot going on, man. A lot going on right now. I'm blessed, man. Highly favored and just grateful. Yes, sir.
Look, man, we just want to say we salute you. We appreciate the time, man. Everything you've been saying today has been inspiring on so many different levels. I know just for me, like, you know what I'm saying, seeing you, and I had some of the same questions, man, but the way you talk tonight, it gives me hope because, like you say, that limelight is good, but what God really has for you, and for Him to get the glory of everything you do, I think is even more important, man. So you kind of solidified that tonight, man. But we appreciate you, King. We definitely gonna keep you in the loop. Final Vibe salute you, and you know what I mean, we're gonna do more. We're gonna do bigger things, baby.
I can't wait, man. I'm here for it all.
Word, man. Love, man.